Hello and welcome to the EduCon podcast, where we speak to higher education institutions to understand what's happening in the ever-changing world of education. This is Janhvi Pawar, and this conversation is brought to you by Java and Skoda. Today we have some very interesting speakers from our AICon Gala, where we have people not just from academia, but also from industry. I hope you have a great time listening to this podcast. Today we're joined by Mr. Anuj Gupta, whose ventures span global tech recognition and social impact. Through his ventures, be it GreenVan or leading the industry entrepreneurs in London, along with philanthropic endeavors, Anuj sir combines technology, philanthropy, social responsibility in a way few can match. Mr. Gupta, thank you so much for being here. Pleasure to have you here today. I'm excited to hear everything that you have to share with us about your journey.
No, thank you very much. It's a pleasure for me, and great initiative that you put together and bringing people from the academia, running institutions, creating skill. I think it's so powerful, and hats off to how you put it all together from India to the UK all the way with such a large turnout. Very impressive, Janhvi. You've done a great job.
Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate that. You're a serial entrepreneur. You have your roots in Delhi, but you have also worked globally on your businesses. Can you talk to me a little bit about your career, how you began, what lit the fire inside you?
I think we are all born with capability and feelings. I just decided to move a little bit forward in that realm. I just decided to say to myself, look, it's 1000x on the up, 1x on the down. We have nothing to lose. I said to myself, I'm totally extinguished. What can I do to become distinguished? So it was the fundamental seed was, can I be more contributor to community, society, humanity? Can I find a technological solution? Should I find myself a professional? Should I become a professional? It was a very open journey. It's a journey where gaps were being analyzed and wanted to do something more and wanted to bring about a change from my lens of the world.
Fascinating. And your latest venture is GreenVan.
Yeah.
You're also very heavily into investing. What's that been like for you?
GreenVan is basically home services on WhatsApp. Again, driven by convenience, ease for the consumer, betterment for the tradesman, a much larger push for the ecosystem. So I'm a believer in a holistic 360-degree kind of view, and I'm of the view that if something can't be multifaceted, then it should be not considered fully. So the idea is to make it easy for the consumer. We are the only partner of WhatsApp. You can book a service on WhatsApp like a plumber, electrician. In India, there is an urban company which is sort of a previous version of this, but in the western part of the world, in the UK and so on and so forth, we drive more work to tradespeople like, as I said, electricians, whether it's window cleaners, it's tree surgeons, it's landscapers. The idea is to generate more work for the workforce, make it easy for the consumer through a light connective tissue, creating access to immediacy, and also the fact that WhatsApp has inherent capability of multimedia power. You can send videos and audio messages of your problem, of your challenge you are addressing. And so the ability to create chat-based commerce, because commerce has moved from phone-based commerce to internet-based commerce. Now it's coming into chat-based commerce. So we want to lead that change where people can get for themselves services through chat-based commerce.
Very interesting. You have had multiple successful exits. You have worked from institutions, or you've also worked with, for instance, a lot of public roles like TIE. And with all these things, we've seen you also work closely with, say, governments, prime ministers. What's that been like for you in terms of, are you interested in the political scene of things at all? Does it call to you?
Policy is, I think, meant to aid private sector, and that's been our angle in terms of like how we can see ultimately the idea is to benefit the citizen or the consumer or the person who's going to experience the benefit of a certain technology or a certain change. And I think, in my view, anything that I have done is to maximize the benefit for the ecosystem, maximize the benefit for the stakeholders. So I think from that point of view, whoever has been of importance, whether it's the state head of a country or a prime minister or it's the or an association, then I think we have tried to do our best in that role. With TIE, with TIE, yes, a good organization trying to promote Indian entrepreneurship for Indians across the globe, pretty nice. Similar has been the roles even with the YPO has been a great organization. So many such organizations have done their part. And I think the idea is to come up with business models that are large, that are global, that address a big challenge and create, as I say, either it's $1 billion or a billion people problem. So we try to address those things correctly.
Got it. And on a final note, do you have any words of advice for any founder or entrepreneur who's watching this interview?
I think don't hesitate to ask a question that you may feel is stupid, because a question not asked is the person who didn't ask the question was a bigger fool than the person who asked a stupid question. Let wisdom viral. And I feel that the strugglers of today are going to be the heroes of tomorrow. And I have a very bullish perspective on entrepreneurship, given that so much is happening in the world. The whole world is coming around entrepreneurs to reorganize them and create this massive catapulting power to create the right, as they say, alpha and the right disproportionate contribution to humanity and society. So I think entrepreneurs of today have to think about something new, something innovative, something which is in India, it's mostly a copy model. If you look at, and I think I would encourage them to think outside of that a little bit and see what can be applicable to the world. But I think your group that is educating entrepreneurs is very determined, and I'm very bullish on what you guys are up to.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Gupta. It's been a pleasure to have you here and lovely chatting with you.
The feeling is mutual, Janhvi, and I wish your group the very best. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks a lot.